Nashville, Tennessee. It's week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time.
They will be led out by a first-round draft pick back in April in his rookie season. Here's Jordan Love.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 14 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Gain on the play.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on 1 run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jayon Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Love from the gun. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Bills nothing.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time.
They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. It doesn't put them in bad situations.
Now that tackle for loss goes to Whitney Merciless.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Complete to Chase Edmonds. A gain of 13.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Marshawn Lattimore on the
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The ball carrier.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
Stafford. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Right side caught by Jackson. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st and 10, Love. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 42. Working out of the gun, Love.
And there was absolutely zero.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The 30. 20, 10, and this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Love. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, Love.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now it's Stafford. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. To return it, Darius Phillips. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
So here are the Bills to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This is Gordon as they go to him again. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Singletary.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Brings up second and
They go right back to Singletary. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On third down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That's good for a
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
no gain on the play.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. They'll go again to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Jones.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Justin Hopkins.
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Stafford's pass. Complete to Deshaun Jackson. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got this down to the 35.
Stafford's pass.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of
The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Dancing to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
The ball carrier.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Back now in Nashville. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. A big spot now for the rookie Love. And right side caught. Hogan. 3 yards the gain there. Second down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout. An injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. To the air again, Love. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
At the 38-yard line.
Love now to pass on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Complete to Austin Hooper.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A quick pass here to Godwin. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12-yard. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. On the return, Phillips. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Stafford. And he'll air this one deep for it. And got his man complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Gain of 30.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find DeSean Jackson that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard.
So now the Titans down on the scoreboard. A little over a minute to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
He's going to let it fly. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They slot Gronkowski outright. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Step, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And the lead is up to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Taysom Hill who finished it off with a touchdown.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Today's final score, Bill.
Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Bills, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they drop below 500 to 2-3.